Hello, Right Club! Hey, how are you doing? Where are you from? Earth? Me too! Hey, where are you from? Earth? Me too! How you doing tonight? What do you do for a living? You breathe oxygen from a hospitable atmosphere? Me too! Look, I'm sure there are plenty of creative people in this audience tonight. Lots of people from the Hollywood community, maybe. Many of us love the fantasy of outer space. But when it comes down to it, fantasy put aside, let's be honest. No one in this room wants to go to outer space. We love Earth. We're not just living on Earth, we are living life to the fullest on Earth. Everyone in this room has chosen to live in one of the most populous cities on the planet. Why? Because we want to experience everything human life on Earth has to offer. We want great food, you want sports, you want art, you want higher education, you want beautiful mountains to hike upon, you want warm sandy beaches, you want dog parks and bars and nightclubs, you want to work out in fitness centers in front of huge windows so you can show off your beautiful asses. That's why you live in this city. You don't want to go into outer space. You know who wanted to go into outer space? James T. Kirk. Do you know why Jim Kirk wanted to go into outer space? Because he was from Iowa. Essentially, the best slogan you could come up with for outer space would be space. It's better than Iowa. It's not for the beautiful people in this room. We don't need it. Any day of the week, you can walk into a trendy restaurant in Beverly Hills and, my God, it's full of stars. You know, you're in this room tonight. On a Monday night, you're at an independent theater showcasing a diverse panel of writer-performers. We crave content. We're sponges. We want to be filled. We're in a room full of people who will watch an entire season of House of Cards in a single weekend. Do you know what outer space is? Outer space is traditional broadcast television. Here is the mid-season cliffhanger of your favorite show. And here, in February, after the Super Bowl, after about 6 weeks, is the next episode. All this in between. This is all space. Literally. And I am using the word literally correctly. Scientists are very precise in their naming conventions. They're not ad executives. Space is called space because that's what it is. People talk of space exploration and they go on and on about planets and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. They're off topic. That's not space. Planets are planets. Stars are stars. Comets are comets. Space is space. That's all there is to it. Space is space. Howard's going to get up and he's going to talk for 7 minutes about space, which means 6 minutes and 57 seconds of what he has to say will be complete bullshit. Space is space. That's it. Space is like going to a concert and the only thing the orchestra knows is John Cage's 433. And they do it over and over and over again. Oh, and the doors are locked. That's another little detail that proponents of space exploration tend to gloss over. They go on and on about the imaginary destinations as if, analogous to a flight from LA to New York, space is New York. Space isn't New York. Space is the flight. And you've got a middle seat in coach. And you never get to New York. Until after you die. And after your in-flight cultivated babies grow old and die. And maybe, just maybe, your in-flight cultivated inbred grandchildren finally get to land. And they don't land in New York. They land in a barren wasteland where they curse their selfish, asshole, space geek grandparents before committing communal mass suicide. Because space exploration, the destination will never be what you're hoping it will be. Pick your favorite star in the night sky. It's beautiful, it's vibrant, it is inspiring. But you're looking at light from 300, 500, 1,000 years ago. Here on Earth, that star is Clint Eastwood and a fistful of dollars in 1964. But if you could travel to that star, by the time you get to it, it's Clint Eastwood talking to an empty chair at the RNC. Here on Earth, the destination is always what you will expect it to be. You go to Munich for Oktoberfest, you'll get to Munich and it will be Oktoberfest. You go to Rio for Carnival, you get to Rio and it's Carnival. You can go water skiing in Canada the first week in July and then go skiing in the winter snows of the mountains of New Zealand the second week in July, because when it's summer on one half of the planet, it's winter on the other half of the planet, so you can have whatever you want whenever you want it. So why are we looking to go into outer space anyway? What's the dream? The perfect discovery? I'll tell you what it is. Science's perfect goal is a planet in the circumstellar habitable zone. Shorthand for that, second Earth. That's the brass ring for space exploration. Best possible find is a place that's just like Earth. Thank you.